Hello, beautiful people. Oh, let's change the view.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Who have we got here? Okay. Aquia, welcome. Always good to see you. We've got Julia. Hello, Julia. Max, Juan Carlos. Hey, brother. We've got Mark, Carolina. We've got Nagme Saibari. Hello. I'm sorry if I've totally trashed your name. So many blessings. Got Mark again. Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Love to see you. Max. Hey, Max. Who else we got coming
Going
in?
on,
Got
Matthew?
Hey, brother. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Going good. Can't complain.
Hello.
Didn't work too much today.
Yeah, nice. Um, I've been literally coding what we're all about to play until about 10 minutes ago. I've been working on it for about 13 hours a day. And yeah, I think I'm really happy with it. So I think we're all going to have a lot of fun. Emir, hey,
What's up?
brother.
Hello. How are you? Okay, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, brother. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Ah,
What's up?
I'm so glad you came. I was really
Yeah,
hoping to
man.
see you.
Boy, no, I actually need this now. I am at the stage of life that actually needs some breathing exercise, I guess.
Yeah, man. That's it. It's So, for those who are new and those that don't know anything about what we're doing here, I'm just going to give a little introduction. So, what we've found in recent studies based on psychic abilities is that. So I've got a bit of an echo. I'm trying to reduce that. Um, yeah, what we find is that fun tends to be the fastest way to get into this state. Okay. So, unlike normal, traditional kind of like mindfulness, which tends to be associated with having a little bit of a journey, kind of you got to put in the work to get there. Well, this is totally the opposite. This is letting go of the work to get there. Okay. Because where we're attempting to be is actually where we already are. Okay. So we're not trying to be anything that we're not. We're just tapping into what we've already and always had. So many of us as children would have had a deeper connection to you know the ability to actually manifest much faster. I don't know if you remember when you're a child, sometimes you just go into little daydreams and then boom, a few weeks later, well, it's happening, you know? So, but this extends into psychic ability. And psychic ability is just really, there's a lot of different kind of versions of it, but ultimately it's about being able to tap in to what is there. So that might be through sensing. Okay, so we're going to sense the number. Okay, so tonight we're going to go through a whole series of different ways that we can actually tap into this. So, like for example, sometimes it's going to be a sensing type thing. Other times it's going to be like what the heart senses. And the piece of research that I've used to create some of these games is the fact that what they're shown in independent double-blinded trials that can be reproduced very easily is that when you get a computer and you hook it up to essentially randomly create like pick from a pool of different images of either emotional or like calm images, our heart already reacts and they can measure the reaction 7 seconds before the image has actually come on the screen. Now, that's pretty amazing. So our body is having a physiological reaction that can be tested repeatedly with anybody, and what that reaction is showing is the heart's intelligence. The fact that the heart knows when something has a charge to it or not. So, we've all been on Facebook and you'll find yourself, in the doom scroll. And what happens when you're in that doom scroll is you're searching for that emotional kind of like, ooh, yeah, that little bit of extra juice. Well, that's our body. But that's like we're being hijacked, through the algorithm, but it's tapping into the same thing. So if I said to you, and I've got an image here of some animals being abused, oof, most people will feel something in their body just hearing those words. Now, what's that telling us? So our body's already got this within it. We're using it all the time. But now what I'm going to be sharing with you, and the whole point of what we're doing, is to start expanding that into other areas of our life and being more confident with it. So let's say you have got a job opportunity, or you've got a potential, do I go here, do I go there? Well, when you really tap into this, you'll realize I know exactly which one I need to go with, because you can feel it. So that's what this is about. It's about real tangible experiences. And to start us off, we've got some amazing music from my good brother and friend, Mantis Ora. He has been a light and actually a fire maker in the centre of London for the last 11, maybe even 12 years now. He's been every single Sunday bringing it out, even in COVID, bringing people together, setting a fire, playing music. And this has been going on now for like I said, 11 years. So this man is a wisdom holder. He's got so much love, so much light in him. And it is my absolute honor to introduce you all to Mantis Ora. Here we go. Oh, we can't hear you. There we go.
Hey guys. So thank you for being here tonight. Because it is quantum connection, and my songs are quite deep for my personal mind and feelings to put into the place. And the song is about the universe, which is like a song. There are many ideas about it from the east to the west, and I believe, because I see everything as one song with frequencies and vibrations, I connect deeper to the quantum levels and existence, because everything is a sound. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every one musician divine, from the time of the beginning when the first words been spoken. So many ancestors, stories that they told until we came to our life and our existence. Unique skills and talents of our own, singing body, mind, heart, singing our soul. What goes around comes around in this life as song manifestation. Do we know how to truly listen? Do we know when to play? Do we dance in the steps of greater spirits in the music we create? Universal song, remembering and singing along, taking to the bridge, making change and making shift. It's our days, our time, the song that we sing. Universal song, Remember and singing along, bringing more good, bringing more positive vibes for ourselves. Universal song, universal song, universal song. So join in and sing along with the rhythm, old and sacred, wailing, wailing, sorrow melodies. With the songs and prayers we are singing to support transformational healing. With the rhythm, old and ancient, sweet, sweet, sweet and joyful melodies. With the songs and chants we are singing, bringing more love and bringing unity. With the rhythm, old and sacred, wailing, wailing, sorrow melodies. With all the songs and prayers we singing to support transformational healing. Rhythm, old and ancient, sweet, sweet, sweet and joyful melodies. With the songs and the chants we are singing, bringing more love and bringing unity. Universal song, remembering and singing along, taking to the bridge, making change and making shift. Nowadays it's our time that we sing. Universal song, singing along.
Hey! Nice, beautiful. Thank you so much, Mantis.
Whew. Always. I get always charged. Nice one. All right, guys, let's go. I want to play.
Lovely. Blessings. Thank you, brother. Awesome. Okay. I'll just spotlight myself. There we go. So just before we kind of get into the actual game, is anybody having any technical issues, or does anyone need any help understanding what they need to do?
I'm new. I have no idea how this game is done.
Okay, welcome. What's your name? Sorry, can't see. Oh, lovely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a series of different breaths, and then after doing those breaths, we're going to have an interactive quiz side, which hopefully you've found the link, and when you're on that, it will literally pop up with questions, and then you'll answer them. And some of the rounds, so the start of the game, which is called Charging the Field, what we're going to do is going to actually take it in turns to do like Wim Hof breathing. So if you're on Team Wave, you might start with the Wim Hof, like and if you can't breathe through your mouth, you can just do it through the nose. The key is to make them nice and circular, okay, and bring them into the bottom of the belly. As with all of the breaths we do this evening. Oh, hello.
I'm in the particle. I'm the particle team.
Okay, yeah. So in particle, on the first round, it will say on your device on the quiz side, it will tell you exactly if you're meant to be breathing and sending a number, a color, or an emotion, or if you're on the team who are receiving the color, number, or emotion. And I've made the games so in the past we used to have little printouts, and we have to remember which team we're on. Now once you've signed up, which you all have, the app will just take care of it all. So you don't have to remember anything, just follow what it says. And then obviously if you're a receiver, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be breathing in more of a slow, centered way. So the different breaths that we can use to kind of get into more of a sensing side of things will be breaths that help to down regulate instead of kind of stimulate. Okay, so we'll be doing a breath like the breath of wind, which starts, you breathe in and out of your mouth, but imagine you're breathing through a straw. So it's like, and just slowing it all right down. Okay.
Matthew, it's making me sleepy.
So yeah, well that's the sensing. But then when you move into the when you're sending, it's the Wim Hof or okay. And with any of these breaths, follow your body. If it feels too much, sit with it, feel those energies rolling through. There's nothing to be worried about. No one's ever died from doing these breaths. But you also don't need to push yourself. So if it says 40 breaths and you really can't make it, do not beat up on yourself. It's not about being a perfect fucking breath worker. Okay. I'm just going to lay that down right now. It's about getting into the flow. That's why we have the music. That's why we have the chatting, because it's all about tapping into something much more subtle. Okay. So the breath is a tool. Once it stops being a tool, let it go. Yeah. And every round that has a different breath, I will or Eri will tell you exactly what that breath is and give you a demonstration as well.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make a bit more sense?
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's lovely to have you with us. Max?
Hey, what's going on, Matthew? Yeah, I just had 2 questions. I couldn't, I guess I lost the login or couldn't remember my login or whatever from last time, so I made a new character and then um is there a way that I can change my character image?
Yeah, so at the end, once you make a proper account, because you've probably, if you've fully signed up, the first step is where it asks you for your name and the avatar. That's a very simple sign up. And then it has the pop-up. If you've filled in the pop-up, you will actually have a profile already. And then when you go into the profile, you can just click and change your icon. But you can't do that yet until you finish playing the game. So I'm sorry about that. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not signing. 1 second, I need to sign in, I think. I need to go out and sign in.
Yeah, okay, brother.
I'm having some virtual problems. 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm trying to open school. It opens, but it's just white. Like it doesn't show anything. It's not opening.
You don't need to go to school anymore.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll share the link in this chat on Zoom, and this is the only link you need from now on, basically, because I'm moving off school. I've created my own platform, basically. So very soon, if any of you want to run groups, then you should come and join, because you'll get all of the software we're using tonight to do this type of thing for your own stuff. So yeah, it's all very exciting. How's that going, guys?
But when do we click on your link? On the
Now.
No? Okay.
Yeah, click that link and get logged in.
How do we do that? Where is the link?
So I've just put the link. You can either access it via the WhatsApp group. It's also on the school, and I've just put it in the actual Zoom chat.
I think you're already in. You're under Queenie, yeah?
Yeah. Have I got an account then?
Let's have a
I
look.
don't know, but you're already in the game bit.
Oh, I'm in the game bit.
Oh yeah, where are you? Joanna, Max, Jazz, Aquia, K, Empress, Chitito, Mark, Mantis, me, K, Queenie. Yeah, I can see you. JJ, Amy, and Andrew.
I'm not there.
Oh,
Am I not there?
Who's saying? Sorry.
Amir is not there.
Oh, Amir. You're not on the game yet. Jasmine?
Yes, hi, honey.
Hello.
I'm on retreat in California and I didn't bring my laptop. So if it's okay, I just want to stay in the Zoom. I've just been terrible at it. So I just think if I don't worry about my score or trying to win and I just relax and enjoy the game, I'll be better. Is that okay with you?
No, that's it. You've got to leave. I will not accept this.
Matthew, just to confirm, am I Team Particle?
Who's speaking?
Amir. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I think I am.
So, Team Particle. I can't see you on the. Oh.
Have you called yourself Amy? I mean, oh no, that's somebody.
No, it's asking me about my team. Which is my team?
Just ignore it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You don't have. Yeah, you're in. There you are.
Need
Perfect.
more
I can
on
see now.
Matthew.
Oh, you've joined Particle.
Oh. Go on,
Matthew?
Carolina, I think.
Yeah. Hello. So I'm
Hello.
on my phone. I'm now on Team Wave, and the other avatar on Team Particle is a dead one.
That's fine. They'll just be at the bottom of the.
I am a woman in Team Particle, by the way.
Well, you can all change your avatars later. Don't worry. Does anyone else need a hand? Jasmine, your hand's up again. No? Okay. Anyone else need a hand with anything?
Yeah, Matthew, it's the Empress. I can't remember if I created an account or not.
Just ignore it. Just start anew.
Oh, okay.
Just put your name in and just whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm in it. I joined, but I don't think I created an account because I've got.
Unless it was today, you've never been able to join because I've only just made it. So this is a whole different system.
Well, see, so then I haven't already got one.
No.
What do we
So I can see you there. You're logged in as Empress B in Team Wave. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
That's perfect.
So you're saying at the end we can join put in our accounts at the end?
Yes, so if you haven't filled in all your details, there'll be a pop-up at the end that says fill in these details so you can access your stats.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you put in your details and then you can go into your profile. You can see like you can change your avatar, you can write a bio, then you can post on the wall, and soon we'll have chat and all these lovely things. So it's all happening, and very soon you'll be able to play this game at home whenever you want, track your scores, and just go in deep with all of this stuff. So it's all coming, beautiful people.
Here it says my quizzes. Do I upload quiz or create new one, or what do I do?
Ignore that. Come back out of that to the main game screen, which should be like a lobby. You should see all the people in there.
I mean, should I just close it?
Yeah, close it and use that link again. thank you for everyone's patience. Obviously, it takes a little bit just to get everyone set up. Appreciate that. How's that going for you? Oh. Well, we're doing well. There's 18 of us. So that's brilliant, guys and girls and anyone in between or whatever. It's all good. We love you all. We are all one. Okay, is everyone ready? Shout out if you're not ready. Okay, we're going to begin. Here we go. So let's try it again. Here we go. Hey, beautiful people! Woo! Welcome to Quantum Connection, the world's first ever Breathwork psychic game show! Woo!
Where intuition meets play, science meets spirit, and every breath opens the door to something extraordinary.
Each round, you'll use your breath, awareness, and your inner senses to connect through the quantum field, predicting numbers, colours, and emotions before they're revealed.
And as the night unfolds, the line between consciousness and connection starts to dissolve.
And at the end of tonight's journey, one of you will become the Quantum Master. Woo!
Woo! And step into the live finals, where consciousness creates reality in real time.
This is
Quantum
Connection! Woo! Okay, each round happens live. Follow the instructions that appear on your gamepad.
The faster you lock in your answer, the more points you earn. Quick intuition is powerful intuition.
And remember, there is no wrong or right way to play, only connection and awareness.
So, take a deep breath and let's begin!
Woo! Okay. So we have the first round, which is the number round. Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT. You've got 40 breaths.
It's the senders
Use
and
them
the
well.
receivers.
Oh, sorry, I've just started it. There we go. If you look on your gamepad, it will tell you if you're a sender or a receiver. You're doing amazing. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing. So sensors, you're going to be sensing a number.
Ten breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send. Focus on it. And breathe in. Squeeze to the pineal gland and send it to the field. And then just let go. Receivers, your time starts now. You have 30 seconds on the clock.
Your gamepads are active. When you know the number, or you think you know the number, just tap it on the screen.
10 seconds left.
Quickly! Ah! Oh. Okay. So here we go. Yeah. I think we need to do a little bit of a coherence bring together. I realize I started as a little bit soon there without much grounding. So maybe I'll ground us all a little for the next round. What do you think? Yeah. Oh, do you want to speak, Queenie? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a receiver or a resender, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to be thinking about. Last time we gave us instructions, it was a lot easier, but now there's nothing, and I don't know where I am now. I'm lost in space.
On your device, what did it say to you?
I don't know where do I look for it?
Do you not have the quiz open at the same time as the Zoom?
I don't know where that is.
When you logged in to the Zoom,
yes.
Sorry, when you logged into the quiz platform, I can see everyone saying they thought it was 3, which well done, but the platform got it wrong. So, like I said, this is something I've been making and put a lot of time into it, but it's not perfect yet. So these are some bugs. Queenie,
yeah.
When you logged in to the link that was sent in the Zoom, where's that? Because you need that on the screen at the same time as the Zoom, or you need to use a different device.
All I've got is a quantum connection. I don't have anything else I can look at.
Okay, you're looking at Zoom, aren't you?
Yeah, the quantum connection, yes.
Yeah. In the chat, can you see the chat there?
I'll pick it up, yeah.
Yeah. I've just sent a link. You need to click that link, and then you need to keep both of these on the screen at the same time.
Okay. Thank you.
Hopefully
Could
that'll
you say
work.
as well that you probably need two devices, Mum. So use your laptop for one and your phone for the other.
This one.
Because you're actually in the game already.
Yeah, I'm in the game, but I don't know where the questions are. Or I don't even know who I am. I don't know. If you could tell me if I'm a receiver.
You're already in
My name is
there.
Queenie.
Your name says Queenie on it.
Yeah. Oh, does it? Where is that? I can't see.
I think what you're having issues with is if you've got Zoom on your screen and you don't have this other browser open, which you need to.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, I don't want to hold anybody up. I'll just watch you and just do the breathing. So I don't want to.
We'll get you sorted for next time, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I
Thank
just
you.
suggest, if I can just suggest, see the link that Matthew put into the chat?
Yeah.
If you copy and paste it into your email, you can open the email on your laptop, and you should be able to play the game.
Okay.
Yeah?
Paste onto my email.
Yeah, send yourself, so copy and paste it. You can send it to yourself as an email, and then go onto your laptop and open up the email and press
Well, I've
the
just
link.
seen something. I've just seen something. So that probably is it. Okay, yes. All right. I've got yes, thank you.
There you go. Can you see the heart, the faces with hearts on them?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Okay.
That is your gamepad. Okay. That will tell you everything to do.
Oh,
yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yes, I'm with you now. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. So let's just I realised I jumped us in a little early anyway. So let's just do a 5-minute grounding exercise just to kind of bring us all into coherence, because I think that's going to really help with everyone's scores anyway. And maybe the game will even work better. So I'm sorry for any technical issues with the game. This is the first time I've been able to even test it with 20 people. So yeah, amazing. Thank you. So let's just start with some nice big sighs, because I think this is a good place to start. Okay. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in through our nose into the bottom of the belly. And then we're just going to wrap our hands over our chest to squeeze, find any tension. And then we're going to let go with a nice audible Okay. So let's start. Here we go. Nice deep in breath through your nose. Bottom of the belly. Cross your hands over. Find any tension. And squeeze. Really give it some. A little bit more. And then nice audible sigh. Lovely. Let's do another one of those. Nice and deep in through your nose. Bottom of the belly. Find the tension in your body. Cross your hands over. Give it a squeeze. A little bit extra. And then nice audible sigh. Beautiful. Okay, let's just do one more of those. Nice deep in breath through the nose. To the bottom of your belly. Find any tension. Give it a good squeeze. And then release. Nice audible sigh. Beautiful. Okay. So just feeling that nice shifting energy in your body, just that kind of lightness. Just keep your focus on the sensations inside your body. And now we're just going to do a few breath of winds. So we're just going to breathe in through our mouth as slowly as we can, like we're breathing through a straw, and then breathe out as slowly as we can. Okay, so we just do 3 or 4 of these. So here we go. Nice slow breath in. Nice and slow on the out. Nice slow on the in. Nice and slow on the out. Hold for a second on the out. Nice and slow on the in breath. And hold at the top. Nice slow out breath. Just hold at the bottom. Nice slow in breath. Hold at the top. And nice slow out breath. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're just going to do a few lovely hums. So just nice and easy. Nice breath into the bottom of the belly, and then a nice gentle hum. Really focus on the end of the hum, extending it as much as you can. And again. Now, as we do that again, just imagine a golden light coming from the top of your head and expanding out of your body as you hum. And just one last hum. Let's really enjoy this one. Beautiful. There we go. I should feel a little bit lighter there, guys. So now we're going to go and do the next round. So this is going to be numbers. So if you were a sender before, you're going to be a receiver this time. Just follow what your device says. Again, I'm really sorry if it doesn't actually record this the stats correctly, but you'll know you got them right anyway. But it should do. It really should work. But we'll see. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the leaderboard. Next question. And breathing. Oh. Is it not working?
Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT. You've got 40 breaths. Use them well.
Team Wave are sending a number. particle, just focus on sensing what's in the field.
You're doing amazing. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Ten breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send. Focus on it. And breathe in. Squeeze to the pineal gland and send it to the field. And then just let go. Receivers, your time starts now. You have 30 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds left.
Okay, beautiful people. How are we doing? I accidentally clicked the wrong button there. This is quite complicated. I'm so sorry. But that means both teams had one failed round, so that seems fair anyway. So let's just I know cries, I know. I'm trying to work out what
I was sending, I ended up receiving.
I know it shifted. I'm gonna try and see if I can restart this.
I was ready to cheat, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna just restart the game and skip through the two questions, so then it's all back in sync. Because restart game, yeah. Restart will back to the lobby. All scores will be cleared. Yeah, okay.
Out of interest, what was the number, please?
I can tell you in a second. Let's just. So that one was there. So let's go to the next. Okay. Then we go to the next question. So the correct answer was 1. So if you got 1, well done. Now we're back in sync. We're going to do the next round, and the next round is colours. Okay, so hopefully from now on I'll get everything in sync and it'll work at the same time. Here we go.
Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT.
Oh, sorry. it's got started the question before I wanted it to. Okay, let's reveal answer. Okay, show leaderboard. Okay, now this is it. There we go. Okay, sorry everyone, and thank you.
Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT.
So this is a colour.
Got 40 breaths. Use them well.
Team Wave are sending and Team Particle are receiving.
In and out. In and out. You're doing amazing. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Ten breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send. Focus on it. And breathe in. Squeeze to the pineal gland and send it to the field. And then just let
go. The gamepads are active.
Receivers, your time starts now. You have 30 seconds on the clock.
There's 10 left due to a sync error, I'm sorry.
Ten seconds left.
Okay, how did people feel they went on that one? The answer was blue. Did people get it right, or did it not work?
I got it right.
I did say blue, but it came up incorrect.
Okay, yeah, there's some issues there, but well done. That's amazing.
Wow.
We're gonna keep going on this, guys. Here we go to the next one. Let's have a look. So this round will be for, we're gonna do this again, but swap it round this time. So if you were sending, you're gonna be a receiver. So here we go.
Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT. Got 40 breaths. Use them well. keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing.
Your gamepads should now have the colour you're transmitting if you're doing the strong breathing.
Ten breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send. Focus on it. And breathe in. Squeeze to the pineal gland and send it to the field. And then just let go. Receivers, your time starts now. You have 30 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds left.
Hey, and who got the answer, which was red? Shout out if you got it right.
Yeah, I got red. I don't know why it didn't come up.
Our champion
I
from
felt
last
the
time.
weirdest thing 4 times in a row. It felt like a like when your stomach growls. I thought red and I felt it, and then I went by a couple more colors and then I did red and I felt it again. And right before I made my guess, I wasn't sure. I felt it again. I was like, that's got to be it.
Well done. I'm looking here. Joanna, did you also get it right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. the two top champs. Jazz, Aquia, did you also get it right?
I saw 2 numbers,
Go on.
two colours, and it was between red and green. But I think I should get it right because you wrote red in green. So I think I got it right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, well done, everyone. Again, apologies about the awful performance of the
it's
tracking
kind of funny
system.
because the red is written in green.
Yeah.
It's written in green, and green was the first color I was thinking about.
Oh, that's trippy. That's really interesting. So maybe you were seeing the color of the writing, which is interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, on to the next one, guys. There we go. Next question. So we're gonna be swapping around again. Here we go.
Get ready to charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT.
So if you were just receiving
40 breaths.
I think I've got to
use them well.
Yeah, I don't see anything. It's not telling me anything. I just see the
I'm going to
leaderboard.
release it in a moment because there's a bit of a timing issue.
Sending or receiving?
Here we go. It should show now. This is an emotion, so we're sending an emotion. And the emotion should be on your screen if you are a sender.
You're doing amazing. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Ten breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send. Focus on it. And breathe in. Squeeze to the pineal gland and send it to the field. And then just let go. Receivers, your time starts now. You have 30 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds remaining. Ever so sorry.
Receiving.
Make your prediction quick! Ah!
Oh.
10 seconds left.
Under the fingers. Oh boy.
So, the emotion was overflowing excitement.
Yeah, I got it right again.
Oh, well
but it shows
done,
incorrect.
Max.
Yeah, keep showing incorrect. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole system's a little bit broken, in all honesty. Yeah, there's lots for me to get on with. Okay, so well done, everyone. We've got one more round of this, and then we move into the other rounds. So let's do this. Hopefully this will work. If you were doing it one way, swap over. It's
Get ready
emotions
to
now.
charge the energy inside your body. Build that DMT.
I'm just going to have to wait a few seconds because of the sync issue. I will announce when the
got 40 breaths.
when the emotion comes up.
Use them well.
So you can send it. Get into that nice deep state.
You're doing amazing. Keep it going. You're halfway there. Keep going. You're doing amazing. 10 breaths left. Keep going. Hold your breath, hold the charge, and hold your intention for that which you want to send.
The questions move
Focus
forward.
on it.
Sorry, everyone. Let's think. Hey guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever had so many people playing it, so there are clear epic issues going on. But what we're going to do is we're going to move to the next question, which is probably already on your screen. I'm just going to reset it in the moment that we move forward. So I'm going to move over to Eri, who is going to be doing the body sense.
Hey, and in this round, I will be sending you energy to different parts of the body. Your task is to tune in and sense where the focus is landing. Let's do it. And you will have 60 seconds for each round with unlimited tries. Trust what you feel. Your body already knows.
It's not unlimited tries anymore. It's just click. I've made it a bit more simple.
Okay.
So, but the question, the areas are right. So let's hope it works.
So,
Okay, I'm going to launch. If Eri starts, I'll then launch the question. And we can all just take a few nice breaths in, just breathe in and out through our heart, just so focus on that nice gentle energy. And then just tell me when you want me to release the question, Eri. Okay, here we go. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. You got 9 seconds. Make your predictions, people. Quick, 5 seconds. Okay, so there we go. Let's reveal the answer. And it was shoulders. Hey, well done, Mantis. See you there. So that actually did track. I think a few people got that right. So well done. Mantis and JJ. Well done, JJ. So here we go. Next one. If you start sending it now.
Let's go.
Just tap into your bodies. It's going to be somewhere on your body. The area is sending this energy. Could be warm, cold, pressure. Could be just an idea. Maybe a feeling of slight pulling or drifting, lightness maybe. Okay, here we go. Got 15 seconds on the clock. Make your predictions.
I'm going to go ahead again.
Quick, 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 quick. Oh. Okay, we've got 10 of you answered. Oh, 11. Is there still some people who need to answer? Put your answers in. Oh, We seem to be.
Yay.
Has everyone put their answers in?
Yeah.
I can only see 11 of you have made a choice. Okay, well, we're going to reveal the answer, and it was hands. Hey!
Oh.
It was just a queer. Well done, a queer. Hey, okay. Next one. It's part of the body.
My body. Precious area sending to.
Don't go with your mind. Just go with whatever feels maybe the lightest, sometimes the quietest. Okay, I'm going to release the question. Here we go. Got 15 seconds on the clock. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, there we go. Let's see. And it was throat. 36% of you got that right. Well done. That was Jazz, Amy, Mark, Amir. Hey, nice. Here we go. We're starting to flow, guys. This is the coherence. We saw this last month, that as you get further into it, it just starts to kind of compile together as this kind of quantum confidence. So yeah, let's flow with it. Okay, to the next one. Eri, do your magic.
Maybe you can read it from my eyes. Look at me. The answer.
Do we know the question?
It's a body part, so we're just tapping into our body to see what we can feel. And the question's not up yet. And the reason we do it this way is to stop the mind from trying to guess. Okay? So we just use the sensations, use your senses. I'm feeling that one. I'm going to release the question. Here we go. 15 seconds. Get those answers in. Oh, Eri, you've disappeared off the camera.
Why?
I don't know.
The energy was too strong.
Yeah, we broke it.
Oh my god. Why is that?
Dearie me. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see what the answer was. And it was ears. 75%. Yes, come on. Yes, people. That's what I'm talking about. Jazz, Aquia, Mantis, Queenie, JJ, Cajito, Amy, Mark, Empress. Woo! Here we go. Look at that. That is magic. So, we now move to round 3. The heart knows best. My God, I hope this works. So this is the study that is based on the heart math research. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a nice gentle breath in and out through our heart. So I'm going to start the intro and then I'll walk you through exactly the same breath that they used in the research, so we can tap into all of that goodness. Here we go. Okay. Beautiful. So let's just you can just take a moment just to put your hand on your heart, just to make that physical connection there. Just feel that warmth, that life force that's sustaining your life. It's always been there for you, with you, beating away, never asking anything, just providing that beautiful life. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a gentle pace of about 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out, okay? So if your 5 seconds are slightly longer than mine, allow them to be. That's your body. That's what your body's trying to allow you to fit into. So use me as a guide, but follow your body. Okay, so just going to breathe in through the nose, and then we're just going to breathe out as if we're breathing out through our heart. Okay, so just breathing in through the nose, and just breathing out through the mouth, and just imagine it flowing through your heart. Okay, breathing in through your heart, and then breathing out through your heart again. Beautiful. Let's do a few of these. Breathing in through your heart, and breathing back out through your heart. Beautiful. Now, as you do this, I'd like you just to recall a moment from your life that's easy and joyous. So that could be meeting a friend, it could be a beautiful pet that you've got, it could be your partner, whatever it is. Just tap into the energy of that gratitude, that joy, that connection, and then we're just going to amplify that through sending that energy consciously through our heart as we breathe. Okay, just going to do that now. Breathing in, feeling all those lovely feelings, and breathe that out through the heart. Feel those lovely feelings. Breathe in through the heart, and breathe out through the heart. Tap into those nice feelings. Just feel the warmth of that. Beautiful. Really feel those lovely feelings. Just breathing in and out through the heart. Okay, beautiful. Just keep this heart breath going, nice and gentle. We're going to go into the heart knows best round. So in this round, what's going to happen is you're going to see, hopefully, on your screen, 2 options: calm or emotional. And all you need to do is tap into your heart and see what it feels about the image that's going to be shown about 10 seconds after you've made the prediction. Okay, so here we go. Just keep that nice heart breath going. Keep your eyes open, and we're going to start the question. Here we go. So you've got 10 seconds on the clock. Are you sensing a calm or an emotional image? Here we go. And it wasn't an emotional image. 2 players got that. Joanna, Amy, well done. Obviously tapping into that heart coherence nicely. So let's go to the next one. It's nice in and out. I'm just going to release the question. Here we go. You got 10 seconds on the clock.
It's telling me time's up.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that I've got that on the last one as well.
Yeah, the last one as well. It did that. Yeah, I didn't even guess on the last one.
So sorry. What do you guys think it is? Feel into it now. Make a decision. And then when I release it, you'll obviously be able to see for yourself anyway.
So this next one's going to be calm.
Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Hey, well done. And 80% that could answer got it right. Jazz, JJ, Amy, Mark, well done.
Yeah, I've been getting quite a few right, but it's not either I didn't get a chance to put it in.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues, guys. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, literally, like I said, I got it working just 5 minutes before we started the call. So
wow.
I've been working about 14 hours every single day, trying to get this built and made. But obviously there's a lot of issues, but hopefully you can also see there's been a lot of love that's gone into it as well. So
yeah, it's funny. You just can't let frustration get in. It's easy like that, something like that to get in there and mess with your thought process.
That's it. See it, guys. This is just another opportunity to make it even more real, because the world isn't blank. The world doesn't wait for you. The world is happening, and it's going to throw stuff at you all the time. So this is it, to be able to move in and out of these different states of that's why I've done it as a game show instead of a super gentle meditative practice, because if you really want to achieve greatness with these skills, it's about using them all the time in all situations, not just sitting there meditating in quiet in the perfect environment. Thank you, Mantis. Felt that. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Keep those beautiful heart breaths going. Hopefully this will show for everybody. Is everybody updated to the leaderboard? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. So we're going to move to
it's incorrect.
Oh, so you need to. Could you refresh your page, and you should then see the leaderboard? Because I think you guys.
No, I can see the leaderboard, but
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, but obviously it's not right. Yeah. I get that. Cool. Awesome. Here we go, guys. So can everybody see the spinning mantra thing? Yantra? Mandala? Yep, brilliant. Okay. We're going to move to the prediction phase. So just tap into your heart, guys. And here we go. Got 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, my time's up already.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well,
yeah, I got that one in, but I had to answer right away, and it said time's up.
Oh, God.
But it got an answer in.
Yeah, I think I need to make the timing bigger. Maybe because there's so many of us, the whole system takes longer to send the message out or something. So
yeah, it was like 2 seconds, and then I just managed to push it in before it said time's up.
But I didn't even see the screen for me to choose.
Right. Okay. Well, there's lots of issues going on here. Thank you, guys. And the answer was, so if you haven't been able to put your answer in, just think now, make a note of the answer. And here we go. And it was emotional. And 56% of those that could answer got it right. So that's Aquia, Queenie, JJ, and Mark. Congratulations. Okay. I think we've got one more of these. Let's have a look. Yep, okay. Here we go. Hopefully that should say 10 seconds on the clock, people. It seems to have jumped ahead by itself.
Yeah, massively.
Oh, yeah. It's got a mind of its own.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's another calm one. I'm going for calm.
Yeah,
I'm being calm.
Got big calm vibes. Nice. Here we go. Let's have a look. Here we go. It was calm. Yes. Brilliant. And 64% of those that could answer got it right. Joanna, Jazz, Aquia, Queenie, JJ, Kahito, hopefully I'm saying that right, and Amy. Yay, well done. Here we go. So I think we have a next question here. Eri.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you. So if I say start reading the question, do you want to read the first the first question that will come up, yeah? Because I think it might launch it. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, you mean this 4 round, yeah?
Yeah, it's we're going to move to the bonus round, true or false.
Yeah.
So
okay.
When I click this button, everyone look at their screen, read it, listen. It might not jump, but it might. So let's bear with it. Okay, we've got one more heart image. So okay, here we go. Tap into that heart center. I'm going to reveal the answer and let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't even give him the opportunity. I'm sorry. Hopefully those that thought it was calm could feel happy with themselves. Let's move on. I think this should be the next round, or there's one final of these. Yes, here we go. I'll start this one. Nikola Tesla believed that understanding frequency and vibration will unlock the secrets of the universe. Get your answers in 4 seconds. Okay. And the answer to that is that was true. So 11 got it right.
Matthew, it says I've got to go back to the home page.
Oh. You've been kicked out.
Oops. Yeah, oops, something went wrong. Cannot access W before initialization.
Oh. Right. If you use the same link, it should let you back in at the same place you were, he says.
Let me go to the quizzes and games.
No, you need to go to the live, the link I sent you.
Oh,
you
okay.
Can't access it other
into
than
the
the
chat.
link.
Okay. Yeah.
How's that going for you?
Yeah, I think it's just connecting now. Yeah, I'm back.
Yes. Amazing. That's great. Okay. So next question, Eri.
Yeah.
Do you want to read it?
Remote viewing experiments in the 1970s accurately described Mars years before NASA photographed it. It's true or false?
Here we go.
It's locked me out.
Oh. Maybe use a bit of paper.
Goodness.
Yeah, it just said time's up again. Yeah, just
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. It must be something about the amount of people, because 10 of you were able to answer. But then obviously there's this other issue.
Yeah, it gave me about 2 seconds and then that was it.
Right, no good. Okay, well, what do you think, guys? Is this true or false?
True.
It is true. Hey, and 10 of you got that right. Jazz, Joanna, Aquia, Mantis, Queenie, JJ, Kahito, Amy, Mark, and Amir. Nice. Okay, the next question. Here we go.
Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches that holding your breath for 11 seconds creates an instant wormhole to alternate realities. It's false or true?
It's true. I haven't got that.
I'm going to release it now. Here we go. True or false?
And something's gone wrong. So I'm not getting none of that's coming through to me. So I'm saying true.
Okay. 11 seconds to create a wormhole. Here we go. True or false? And it is... Oh. It is false.
No way.
Yeah. I put some cheeky ones in there.
Oh yeah, 11 seconds. that would be fantastic if it was true.
Oh my god, that'd be the best, wouldn't it? Wow. Eri, next question.
Plants have been shown to react to human thoughts and emotions in controlled lab experiments. It's true or false?
Okay, here we go. I'll release the question. Plants have been shown to react to human thoughts and emotions. Ooh, is it true or false? Here we go. And the answer is true. Yes, 100%. Wow, there we go. That was a good one. Nice. Okay, next question.
The human resonance Earth heartbeat has remained perfectly stable since 1950. It's true or false?
Okay, the question is hopefully maybe on some of your gamepads.
Not mine. Can you repeat it, please?
The Schumann resonance, which is Earth's heartbeat, has remained perfectly stable since 1950. True or false?
False.
Let's have a look. And it is false. Absolutely. The Schumann resonance is actually it's speeding up gradually. So very interesting. Yeah. Okay, moving to the next question.
Yeah. Esther Hicks said, the fastest way to raise your vibration is to choose the thought that feels a little bit better. It's false or true?
Oh, so any fans of Esther Hicks? Here we go. Is the fastest way to raise your vibration to choose the thought that feels a little bit better? What do you think? Did she say that? And the answer is true. She did say that, and it makes great sense. You know, I think this is just something that I've actually created another app for this, which is like an AI that you talk to, and it takes you on a journey to help you reach that slightly better thought or you know, word meaning. And this is the thing. What happens is, like, if we're struggling and we want to feel joy, we might have to actually, if we're depressed, I said this last time, we might have to go through anger to get through the depression before we can get to joy. Getting from a very low emotion to a very high emotion can be quite hard. And actually, there's something very important, which is momentum. So I like to imagine momentum as like a rolling, like a wheel rolling inside me, and it's either going forwards, which represents opening, expansiveness, opportunity, choice, ease, flow, all of these emotions, or it's slow, or even going backwards, which would represent more difficult emotions, like I'm not feeling confident in myself, I'm thinking too much, and really what Esther Hicks is trying to share here, which I think is a great piece of wisdom, which is don't go from the bottom and try and reach up. That's just not authentic. You're not going to be able to get there, and you're going to actually beat up on yourself on the process. Whereas if, let's say, you're at, oh my God, I'm so exhausted and tired, what is a thought one step up from that? Well, a thought one step up might be, I won't always be this tired. Okay, now we're moving into acceptance. It's a completely different emotion. But we've not tried to get there through forcing, pushing. We're just picking that one step up. And then what we do is go from that step to the next step to the next step. And through that gradual process, you elevate your vibration, but it's at that one little thought at a time. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Next question.
Thich Nhat Hanh once said, smile, breathe, and go slowly. That is the true meditation. False or true?
Thich Nhat Hanh. Here we go. We'll release the question. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. That is the true meditation. Okay, and the answer was yes, it was true. And you all got that right who could answer, so congratulations. Okay, the next question.
Einstein once said, the field is the only reality. False or true?
Oh, okay, here we go. The question is released. The field is the only reality. Did Einstein say that? Oh, split. So 4 of you could answer, got it right, and it was true. So, you know, many people don't really understand actually how alternative Einstein actually was. It's only very small parts of his work that most people are aware of. But when you actually read into more depth, he completely was on the whole track of quantum mechanics. He just didn't quite get there at that point. But he also acknowledged what he called spooky action at a distance. And that is where one particle in a quantum entanglement can actually change when the other entangled particle changes. So those two particles could be thousands of miles away from each other, but when this one that it was previously entangled with, even though they've been separated, they will reflect exactly the same across all time and space.
Seems like a strange thing for a genius to say. The field is the only reality. What field is he talking about? Baseball field?
That's it. Well, it is the field of all information. You know, that it is the.
You should have said the field of all information is the only reality.
Yeah. How dare he not be very clear? We'll send a stern letter to him. Make sure get a better explanation. Okay, next question.
Quantum physics. Erwin Schrödinger actually owned a cat called Paradox. It's true or false?
Okay, so this is the Schrödinger experiment. So this is where they imagine that there's a cat in a box, and that it's quite complicated. But there's basically a paradox in there. Is it true or false? Did he actually have a cat that he called Paradox? Okay. And he didn't have a cat. It was all a ruse. Okay, final question, Eri.
Dolphins have been observed synchronizing brainwaves with human meditators. It's true or false?
Okay, so have meditators synchronize their brainwaves with dolphins? And have we recorded this? Oh. Well, that's just jumped off there, so I'm sorry, guys. That didn't allow the answer to come up. And the answer was true. They have. All very exciting. Okay, so this is the finale. Here we go. Okay. Both presenters. Oh, you're back on the screen again. Hey! Amazing. So, in this round, if it works, we will see. What we're going to do is the two finalists should be automatically chosen, he says. And then what we're all going to do is we're going to hopefully receive in the first round a colour, and then we're going to be humming and sending that colour to the finalists. Okay, so it should tell you if you're a finalist, and then everyone else we're going to hum. And
yeah, I was going to say, I just Googled it. It says, no, Einstein did not say the field is the only reality.
Really?
If you Google it, it tells you straight out. No,
it was in
Einstein
one of his papers. It
that.
was a response to something.
Although he did believe physical theory should be based on continuous fields and that matter and fields are related, what he did say is more nuanced. He believed that matter is simply where energy is concentrated, and the difference between matter and field is quantitative, not qualitative. So yeah, it doesn't say anything about.
Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? There's no real difference between matter and field. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and to say only one reality, you would think a genius wouldn't say something like that unless it had some kind of backing.
I took that from one of a response he made to someone else's comment. So we'll see anyway. But it's who knows? Here we go. So this should work. Everyone then hums. We'll send the color. By the looks of it, round one, it should be colour, and then those people should be able to answer the question. So let's see what happens when this goes live. Okay, so JJ and Amy, you've been selected as the finalists. Everybody else, can you see a colour on your screen? Yeah. Yep. Okay, brilliant. So let's just start a nice little hum, and let's just bring this up. Okay. So we're just going to focus our energy on what that colour feels like to us, how it looks to us, any associations we have with it, visual, sensory, taste, and we're just going to project them and those feelings to JJ and Amy. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to reveal who got this right. And it was green. And Amy got it right. Well done, Amy. Okay, well done. So let's go. And just so you know, they're having to type this in, I believe. So that's even more impressive. So let's go to the next one. Next question. Okay, start question. Okay, so this is an animal. Okay. So just focus on this animal. Focus on sending it to JJ and Amy. Okay, I'm gonna release. Make your pick if you haven't picked. I can see Amy still waiting for you. I'll give you 5 seconds to make an answer. You've done it. Well done. Here we go. Oh, so it was eagle. And we had Amy with owl. So that was a bird of flight. So that's very interesting. That's quite close. And zebra. Well, not sure what that one is. Maybe we were all thinking about slightly different things. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay, so this is an object. Okay, something around the house. So let's just do the humming and just send that object visually or through our associations. Just tap into it and send it through the hum. Okay, it's been answered. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, pillow and a broom. It was a book. Okay, well these ones are hard because there's no suggestion whatsoever. So it's not a 1 in a 4. You're not selecting from a selection of answers. They're actually having just to write in the answers with no indication at all of what this is. So this is why it's the finale. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Start question. Okay, so this is an emotion. So let's center on that emotion and then just send it to the field. Okay, it's been answered. So let's see. Love, joy. It was gratitude. Oh, these are hard. Okay, here we go. The final results. Hey! So, JJ, congratulations! You are this month's Quantum Master! Woo! Yay! Well done! And well done to Amy and Aquia. And what else have we got here? We've got Joanna, Mark, Jazz, Mantis, Gahito, Max, Queenie, Amir, Mark, Empress. Oh, there's me right at the end. There we go. Ah, amazing. So, congratulations, everyone. It's not about getting it right. It's about the process of going through it. So you might have noticed at certain points you might have wrote down green, but you were thinking red. These are the little moments that give us those clues on which voice to listen to, which bit of information will take us to the correct answer, and what does it feel like when we're receiving that. So this is a very personal journey. We're all going to feel things differently. Yeah, thank you for coming through the journey. Would anyone like to share anything or say anything?
I have a question.
Yeah, go Queer.
Question. Okay, so I noticed in the last round,
yeah,
Amy was at the top. If I remember correctly, Amy was at the top for most of that, and I think she got the first one right, and the rest, both of them got.
Oh yeah.
Correct. So how did JJ? Sorry, JJ, but how did JJ become top?
Well, I think for this time round, we have to assume that the scores are completely rubbish. You know, it's not completely, maybe somewhere between. But what the way that's it, Amy. The way the scoring works is the faster you answer, the more points you get. So that could have been the reason why, she got why things came through like that. But like I said, there's a lot of issues with the system. This was a great test to see how it all works. I've got a massive list of things I want to fix. But we'll get there, and we'll keep making it better.
Every time better.
It's a lot of fun. It's still a lot of fun, though. So thank you.
You're welcome, Aquia.
Well done to everybody.
Yeah. And thank you so much to Eri for being my amazing host. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matthew. You are so awesome and wonderful.
Bless you. And now it is time for some more beautiful music by Mantis Ora. Woo! Yes! Come on.
Wow, what a good game, guys. Thank you so much. It was everything. So because what microphones you want to speak? Oh, I am on mute. Good. So because the life for me sometimes flows like the boat in the middle of the ocean. Rock, rock, rocky boat. Rock, rock, rocky boat.
Hey!
Rock, rock, rocky boat in the middle of the ocean of life. Ocean of life. Each and every boat must know how to stay afloat. Keep good and healthy maintenance foundation. How to catch the wind when direction's changing. Read stars late at night used for navigation. How to change the course when it is most needed. Find the strength to charge right ahead when the waves are rising. Rock, rock, rocky boat. Rock, rock, rocky boat. Rock, rock, rocky boat in the middle of the ocean of life. Ocean of life. Rock to the right, rock to the left. Back to the right, back to the left. This rocking never stops. It is the ocean life. Rock to the right and rock to the left. Back to the right and back to the left. This rocking never stops. It is the ocean life. It is the ocean life. Ocean life. Each and every captain must know how to use his boat. Trust in the guidance and incoming information. How to keep his peace when the storms are they are rising. How to learn how to grow and integrate the ocean. How to set the course to reach the destination. To find the strength to charge right ahead when the waves are rising. Rock, rock, rocky boat. Rock, rock, rocky boat. Rock, rock, rocky boat in the middle of the ocean of life. Ocean of life. Rock to the right, rock to the left, back to the right and back to the left. This rocking never stops. It is the ocean life. Rock to the right and rock to the left. Rock to the right and rock to the left. This ocean never stops. It is the rocky life.
Hey! Woo!
Guys, no matter how wild or smooth the ocean is, forward, forward. Keep on moving forward.
Thank you so much, Mantis. That was beautiful. Love that. Love that. I think it's so true what we need right now, isn't it? Just the reality, you know, be honest about it, but then hold your own in that boat against the waves, you know? Amazing. Anyone, would you like to ask any questions, any suggestions? Throw it in. This is the after party now, so it's free for all. Mark, do you want to say something? It looks like you might want to say hello. No, all good.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just some quirks to work out.
Yeah. There's a lot. The game that picks, I can't believe the bit of the game that was the most complex is where it picks the two top players. That actually worked. But the other stuff earlier, that had been working for about 3 weeks, every part of that. But then today, when I added the finale section, it seemed to completely just mess it all up. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Got to go back and look at all that.
Yeah, that's like one of the most interesting subjects, though, the quantum field.
Yeah, it's an evolving field. That's the thing. You know, it's at any point, wherever we think we are, it's just a narrative, you know? At any point, we can look at something and go, okay, yes, this is there. But then, you know, things change all the time. The one thing that we can all agree is that change is constant. This is why when you look at Buddhism, it's about impermanence. It's about being at one with that constant change, the constant birthing and then dying of ideas, thoughts, feelings, outward experiences. They're all constantly challenging us to be able to stay in that center, in our center ultimately. So I think it's interesting, isn't it? The world we're living at the moment is moving so fast that, imagine what 10 years from now would look like.
You think it's going to continue to get faster?
Yeah, there's only one way, and it's speeding up.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, how space just keeps growing and growing, or they say it's expanding. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you can see it, can't you? It's like everything in our life, like you can make it really simple and think about something very materialistic, like a iPhone, first ever iPhone. Well, the core features are there, but the difference between what we have now and what was originally made is miles apart, and that was only a very short time period. Now we've got quantum computers where they're saying they can do stuff outside of time. It's
right. Yeah, just that word quantum, if that's involved with whatever it is they're talking about, brings in a whole another level of interest.
Yeah, well, it's because I think the word we use shifts all the time. In the past, it may have been, like, for example, the Aborigines in Australia would call it dream time. That's the quantum field. It is a non-physical landscape that facilitates the transference of different bits of information ultimately. And that information, interestingly, this is what a lot of like the research shows, isn't locally contained. It's not linear, it can exist in multiple places.
Yeah, I did see something on the TV the other day. I guess Japan supposedly figured a way to teleport small things. Did you hear about that?
I heard a little something about it. Yeah. Amazing. Because
crazy.
What is real? Is there anything really that you've ever been able to say this is it, what it is 100% that, and it'll always be that forever? No, it's not possible. You can't say it. The earth won't be here forever. You won't be here forever. There's just so really for me, when I look at it, it's like a book, and that book hasn't been written yet, and it's an infinite book. And
we mean like our physical bodies, right? When you say we won't be here forever, you mean just like the physical body? Or
the physical body.
I've heard if you survive the next 10 years, they can just re-edit you, like gene edit you, just like make you like 10-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old.
Who knows? I had a quite a deep sense that by the time I die, we won't be looking at it as death. It won't be this thing where it's like, lovely to see you, Mantis. Thank you, brother. It won't be this thing, which is such a big deal. It will be more like, okay, I'm here now. My body is tired, or my body's come to the end of its, usefulness. And now I'm just going to step out of it. just like you do with astral projection, but you won't come back. You know, we will go either into a different incarnation if that's what your soul or what you really want, and then obviously we can take the next steps, can't we?
Right. Yeah. I've been wanting to find the books that speak on a lot of the esoteric type uh, beliefs that we kind of lean toward. I mean, I know it's out there. I just haven't really dove into it. But like the whole topic on like timelines is just fascinates me. Different versus time running linear, different segments of timelines is just it's mind blowing.
Yeah, I like. I have sometimes I have a little bit of a psychedelic journey with a few friends, and we call it the Timeline Adjustment Committee. You know, because that's what's happening here. You know, when you open your eyes and you look out of it, who's looking out? You know,
who's looking out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the thing. So we filter thatness into Max or Matt, and then Max or Matt or Mark or Joanna or Jasmine or whoever we are, we have this, you know, kind of we call it our character, don't we? You know, like, you know, I might say I'm a bit of a hippie. Well, being a bit of a hippie will have a limitation that will stop me doing certain things. So instantly, having any identity is a limitation, even if it could be a good limitation. Like, yeah, as a hippie, I'm a pacifist. I don't agree in violence. But maybe in the moment where someone's going to attack my family, maybe it is better that I can stand up and protect myself. You know, maybe if I don't in that moment, I feel ashamed that, you know, my family got hurt. So instantly, by just having an identity, even a very positive one, it becomes a limitation. And this is how we start to shift timelines, because timelines are just like that version of who you think you are, most likely outcomes. Okay, that's what a timeline is. It's just like if you've got an algorithm and you put your day, your feelings, your expectations, your limitations, what would it conjure? And it would give you a pretty good idea of where you're going to go. Obviously, we could, you know, things always happen in our life that can shift it, but we tend to stay. It's like music, you know, music. How do we know some type of music is called drum and bass and some of it's called hard house? Because to a lot of people, they might sound quite similar, or whatever, you know. But when you actually listen to them, there's specifics, and those specifics create a very specific continuation, and that continuation likes to stay within that spectrum. Okay, so you're not necessarily gonna, you know, whilst listening to some, like, I don't know, maybe thrash metal, you're not necessarily gonna have you know, a really poppy section, because it just doesn't fit into that vibrational genre, that kind of that spectrum. And that's like our life. We genre ourselves, like I am this, I am that. And then that ultimately dictates the path we take. But when we do very strong breath work, or we do psychedelics, or we just cultivate a really positive feeling, like we said earlier with Esther Hicks, starting on that where you are, take that one step up. When we do that, we can actually start to create the momentum that will actually break through the kind of spectrum, that kind of timeline that we feel or seem to be on, and we can find ourselves at a completely different space that feels very natural, very normal, but if you actually stopped and looked at it, it was quite a bit different from what you were previously doing, you know, and that's and the results you were getting and things like that. And I think that's so. I was listening to Brian Scott talk about his experiences the other day with quantum jumping, and he was explaining the same thing. He was saying that, you know, it sounds like something you do and then it's done. No. Okay. That's not real. Okay. It's something that you do and then you become. And as long as you're still becoming in it, activating, operating within that same spectrum, then you'll stay on that new timeline. But as soon as you start regressing into old thoughts, feelings, patterns, behaviors, habits, what do you think will happen?
Right back where you started from, huh?
That's it.
Right.
You know, it's all here. You know, there's nowhere else for us to go, is there? You know what I mean? Like, we have all these grand ideas about these sexy concepts like quantum jumping, you know, and stuff like that. But it's like, who's going to be the one who's there? It's going to be you. You're the one that's going to be looking out of your eyes. You know, I think we have this false sense that there's something extraordinary. Not to say things can't be epic and amazing, but they're not ordinary, because that would mean that they would not be ourself. And we're always that. That's the only thing we truly can say we are, you see. And that's always present when? Now. You know, so it's not this quantum jumping thing out over there. It's not this timeline shift adjustment in the future. It's the right here, right now, with my emotions, my feelings, my alignment, my vibration, that I am where I am. And that place, that obviously isn't really a real place, but that place, it is a constant. It doesn't stop, you know? We can't just kind of get there and then become really lazy and go like, oh, I got there. Because what will happen? It'll all go to shit, you know? And I think that's the interesting thing about consciousness, is that, and awareness, is that when you're being aware, it is an active process. Whereas a lot of us kind of assume and have looked at meditation as this thing to relax, you know?
Sure.
It's like, oh, I'm going to relax, I'm going to close my eyes, I might drift off, you know, I forget about my worries. Yeah, that's all good stuff, but that's not what we're talking about, you see, because that will get you so far, and that's necessary for a lot of people, for the nervous system and just to cultivate that level of focus. But actually, the real gold is in the every single moment vibrational experience that we have, that we are ultimately in control of. And how do we control it? One thought at a time, one breath at a time. You know, if we're not happy with the thought that's coming up, take a breath. If we're still finding it hard, think about that thought and then take that kind of that heaviness or that stickiness and just ask a quick question. What is one step above this thought? Find that. So we go from I'm really tired, exhausted, I feel like shit, you know, how do we get out of that? First of all, accept it. Okay, I feel shit right now, but I probably won't feel shit tomorrow if I just give myself some love and and actually just calm down and go for a sleep or whatever. That is a lighter thought. You've just literally shifted complete vibrations, and all you've done is just reframe how you were defining your now. You see? So it's just making these very little shifts. And then once you're at that place, you might be like, oh, actually, I do feel a bit more energized now. Oh, actually, I do feel a bit better. And then you just keep flowing with that. And that's for me is my every moment practice. You know.
So do you have affirmations tape of any kind, or?
What I do is I speak to my higher self. So I will literally call my higher self. So like tonight, fat good it did me. No. I was just in the shower and I was just like, I prepped myself for the cold because I do the cold shower for those that don't know, and I really recommend that to everybody.
Oh, nice! You're still doing the cold showers?
Yeah, absolutely,
nice,
man.
Nice.
So I get in the cold, and I was just like,
I do it for 10 seconds towards the end of my shower, like 10.
Yeah, good on you, brother. Every little helps, And how's it feel when you do it? Oh, I can't hear you.
Especially when I come out, I feel a lot better.
Yeah, nice.
Lighter.
And
now, I think cold water differs, doesn't it, from different areas that you're in? Like I know here in Florida, it doesn't get any colder than maybe 70 degrees, which
Yeah, but it's how the body adapts to water. To and I've heard there's like 3 shockers to the body. That like one is obviously fasting, one is cold, and there's some one other thing I forgot. That you shock the body. What's the other one? I forgot. Yeah. So you basically shock your cells and shock everything in the body. It's called the 3 shockers, and I know about that.
Have you ever did one of those ice baths?
No. I've seen it. The football players do. It's crazy. I don't think I can.
Top football players actually.
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady and maybe Patrick Mahomes. I think that they back in the day they were doing Brady I think was doing the ice baths, and then I think Patrick Mahomes too. So those are 2 top stars that
it works. The science behind cold and contrast therapy is quite vast. I personally, if I'm feeling sick or anyway, this is the thing, I don't, and that's because I do this cold shower every time I have a shower. And it keeps your body in that lovely state. And I think there's something also psychologically beyond the kind of amazing kind of endorphins and all of the good stuff. I think there's just something really powerful about being able to take ourselves into something that is a bit genuinely painful and uncomfortable.
Yeah,
deal with it.
Exercising. So when you go in heartbeat, when you go outside your comfort zone physically, it's also in the 3rd chakra to your body. So it's like fasting, cold shower or cold ice, and also exercise, intense exercise.
Yeah. That's it. These are all different ways to condition our, energetic system. And I think the shocks are a powerful way. I've kind of used shocking myself, throughout many different systems of breath, psychedelics, all sorts, cold. And I think that's where you get, you obviously do feel a breakthrough. So I think all these practices are beautiful things.
Yeah, heading out to the Amazon in 3 weeks, so I'm excited about that for
a retreat. Lovely! Are you
for the ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca, yes, brother. Very nice. And who are you doing that with?
Actually, I'm doing it on my own with the retreat.
Yeah.
in,
Okay. Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in the Amazon. So I believe it actually comes originally originated in the Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. So I figured I might as well go where the main source is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, I think the Amazon's the place. And have you found a good center? You got
Yeah, they're really
recommendations and
popular.
things?
They do it
Yeah.
every 2 weeks. They do retreats every 2 weeks for 7 days. It's a 7 day retreat. So
Oh, lovely.
I think it's 4 ayahuasca retreats, and then if you want, you can do the frog venom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The bufo, yeah,
The bufo. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The
yeah,
bufo. Oh, lovely. Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. That's optional if you want to do that. That
I'd
they're
do
doing
it if
it
I
one
was
day.
you. You
Yeah, I'm
know.
doing it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
yeah.
you
I'm
might
out
as
there with
well.
the
You've traveled all that
yeah.
way.
Right, right. I'm out there where the tradition's been around for a long time, so you figure those guys would be a little bit more key on what to do, what to look for.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure
yeah,
they'll hold the space beautifully
and
for
it
you.
comes with yoga practice and meditation and all that too. And then we'll go to a place called Monkey Island where all these monkeys are,
Nice.
and yeah, they hug you and hold you and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. It's a
Wow.
yeah, it's an animal preserve where they protect the monkeys, and they have their own island. It's pretty trippy. Yeah,
Wow, nice. So you're going to be
yeah,
having some ayahuasca and hugging some
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 monkeys. Yeah,
monkeys.
yeah,
What a
Well, you'll
life
have
we
to,
live.
when you come back, you'll have to let us know what it was like. And then maybe Matthew might be able to do a trip where we can all go as a group
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
on
yeah.
your
Nice,
guidance.
nice. I will. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
Yeah, we'll
lovely.
get some pictures. Try to get some videos or something. I should be able to find somebody out
Yeah.
there that can video me with some monkeys and
yeah, lovely. And I'm
Oh,
looking forward
nice.
to a thorough trip report from you as well.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
Right,
we all
right. So
want
the
that.
ayahuasca is like a 6 hour thing, but the bufo, I guess, is pretty intense, but it's only like a 20-minute thing. So
It's 20
that'd be
minutes,
something like
but it feels
that.
like eternity in the most
Right.
beautiful way.
Oh,
You
you've
know?
tried it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice,
Um,
nice. Okay.
It's very, you know what? It's actually very similar to like different states I've got to on like Kundalini breathwork type stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
There's because you just become one with everything, you know, and you know that you are that, and there's nothing left of anything else. And I think that's what's for many people. That's why they like Bufo Biomir, is because it's it doesn't like create a new reality for you to experience. It just strips away everything that exists.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Like whereas on magic mushrooms, for example, you might find yourself talking to some being or like seeing crazy stuff, and it's all like you're in the mushroom world, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just like you're with God, you know. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
my friend who did it, he we had to hold him down gently because he tried to move, and he was just going like this, oh, 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 and he was just doing this, spinning around and round in circles. And I was trying to like gently guide him so he didn't hurt himself. And it took three of us to just to protect him. And then finally he calmed down. About after 10-15 minutes, we were knackered, you know, and we got him on the in the bed, put a cover over him. About 3 minutes later, he opened his eyes and he was like, "Oh, that was amazing. Can I have another go?" And I was like, where did you go? What happened?" He was like, "Nothing. I've just been sitting here." I was like, "No, you haven't. We've been literally working our ass off, brother." And he was like, "Really? I just thought, you know, yeah, that was nice. I'd like another go, you know." So yeah, it's very interesting stuff. You'll have a beautiful time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be an adventure, to say the least.
Lovely, guys. It's 9:30. Is everyone else want to say hello or anything before we go?
I'd love to make a comment. This is
Oh,
Jazz.
yes. Hello, lovely.
I did the best today, not trying.
Yes. Amazing.
This was the first time that I've been, free enough to stay for the after party, and I always enjoy your conversations, Matt and everybody. On Maui in January, we're having a Ram Dass psychedelic.
Oh my gosh!
Around the death, the use of. So anyway, I'm one of the death doulas here, and yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. A lot of wonderful teachers, and I'll look forward to sharing with you what I learned there.
Oh, please do.
About,
I love Ram
yeah.
Dass.
Yeah, and it was his vision that we would eventually be able to help people dying with psychedelic.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited to be part of it.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Well done. Yeah. It's such a, I think once you've had a go with some of these beautiful psychedelics, you realize just how sacred that death experience is. It's so, nothing to be scared. I love what Ram Dass says. He said, I spoke to my my disembodied friend, and I asked him, what's death like? And he said, don't worry, you can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so beautiful, It's oh wow, lovely.
Yeah. Stephen Jenkinson, this wonderful Canadian shaman guy who teaches on death, he said the cradle of our life, right, is not our success, it's our death. So that's sort of the teaching and the death doula stuff, is that our whole life is to prepare for this great event when we leave this earth suit.
Yeah, there's a lot of cultures that have taken that serious, like especially the Egyptians.
I was thinking about the Egyptians.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when you said it, I thought about the weigh scales, and thinking it's not like the shit you've done in the life. It's that moment of equanimity. I think that's what the scales represent, is balance, the ability to hold weight to either side, but still be there. And I think that's what death is a real challenge for most people. If you look at Buddhism, they talk about the bardos, and why do we have bardos? Well, bardos are just states of self-perpetuating fear and worry and concern, and why would someone have so much worry and concern? Well, because they were scared of dying, to before you've had a really strong kind of breakthrough experience, Kundalini, breathwork, or psychedelics, you can't really grasp that moment where you realize that you no longer have the control to come back. That moment is ego death, where you realize the ego has no control. It can't do anything, So it's like, if you think about it, that's what, if you've done a psychedelic journey before or something, and you come to that, you're going to be a bit wiser, aren't you? You're not going to freak out so much, But if you are someone who perhaps maybe had a Catholic upbringing and you've been judging yourself your whole life, castrating yourself for all of the sins that you've committed, then geez, death might be a bit scary,
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a totally different thing, but it's not. It's just what we're taking with us.
Yeah, I had most of my nightmares back when I was going to church. Nightmares of being in hell and seeing demons.
Yeah,
That all seemed
yeah.
to slow down a bit when I got away from it. Yeah.
They do a great job, don't they, of branding?
Right.
It's like Coca-Cola. What color is it? It's red. The devil. It's red. It's hot pokers. We all know. It's like, oh wow. Yet really, when you look at, if you were looking at evil, the only evil I've ever seen is man-made. Nature doesn't feel evil. Don't get me wrong, it can feel intense, powerful, even it can kill you, but it's not doing it to you. It's just being it. So evilness is a complete construction of humanity. There's only love. There's only love. There's only God. There's only source. There's only that one thing that's made itself into an infinite amount of things to experience itself, to look back at itself. It's just that we've come so far down that line that we forgot that we are part of, made of, encapsulated within. It's like we are the characters in God's dream. That's how real we are.
That's a
Wow.
fantastic thing to say. That is really deep. I love it, Matthew. That is deep. So deep. That is
Well,
like,
it's
I'm
just
in
coming
God's
from the source
dream.
of, yeah.
Fantastic.
You were an
Brilliant.
idea in a dreaming mind of the infinite being.
Wow, that's touched my heart. I can feel that. Definitely. It's lovely.
So is anything really right or wrong? Can anything be good or bad? If you were in a dream right now,
wow,
and in that dream, you saw some stuff going on, and then you woke up, is that still happening? Do those beings, places, distances, does any of that really exist?
No, it's not.
So just collapsed inside of the one dreaming.
Yeah.
So that's what happens to us when we die. We collapse back into the one dreaming.
So, Matthew, when we go to sleep and we are dreaming, where do you say we are?
Well, we're not really anywhere initially, so that's it's problematic from the start. But in terms
You
of
can say that about this place too, huh? This reality here.
Exactly, that's it. When we dream, it's part of ourself. We're experiencing different aspects of the greater self. So if you imagine, if you look at mushrooms growing in the ground, okay, they can create some really big mushrooms, and you look at those mushrooms and you think that mushroom that you're about to eat and cook or whatever, you think that is the being. It's not. The being is actually the mycelium, which is underneath the ground. which we can't see. And that mycelium can actually grow sometimes as big as 300 miles big. Right? So that's the vastness. And then the smallness is the little mushroom that you're eating.
300 miles. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we're the mushroom. We appear that we're, a body on an earth doing all this stuff. But it's only when we go into the unseen, that subconscious part of us, that higher aspect of us, that we can tap into through like all these games. Like, who is the one that knows the answer? How are we tapping into that? And that's because the answer already exists. Time isn't real, we're just, it's like we're scanning for the data that's already there. So what are we when we dream? Well, we have dreams that have different meanings and purposes, obviously. Some people have very prophetic dreams and they'll actually see things come to fruition in their life. But then we can also just have dreams which are about our anxieties and things that are just coming up at that level. So that's why dream work and astral projection, lucid dreaming is an interesting path to get into. But I think it's still got a slight identity crisis going on, which is that we still think we're this individual that's going out of a body, that we're then exploring these vast realms. And it's not to say that we can't explore them or that they're not there when we visit them. It's just to know that we are much more than that. Because again, that and all that is still a definition. And as soon as we define that which is infinite, we have limited it. So there is only infinite. That is what there is. Just infinity of time, space, everything that exists, that could exist. And it's always there and it will always be there. But we then try and construct a sense of self, a sense of time. I'm this age. I've gone through these things in my life. These are all concepts. None of them really exist. Like that, think of a memory that you have from the past. Where is it? That's it. Just here.
So are you familiar with the timeline theory that when your future changes, your past changes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a trip. That's one I've been just learned this year, and I've been trying to take that in. It's just mind-blowing.
Well, we are the creators of our reality.
Yeah.
It depends.
And then I try to, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
And then I try to think about like things that have happened in the past after I heard this, how they say that you get a summary. Like when you jump from one timeline to another, they say you get a summary of what your new timeline is. But you won't know like exact things that have happened in the past, which I found that, like I said, mind blowing. Like you think of like maybe a birthday you went to, but you forget key details like how you got there, maybe who was there, maybe even whose birthday it was. It's trippy, and a lot of people blame it on the memory, but it's a whole nother mind blow, whole nother thing that it seems like it's got a reality to it.
I think the memory is an interesting thing in itself, isn't it? What are we remembering? You know, we're putting together, remembering, taking things that have come apart and we're putting them back together. So it's like reconstructing a memory. That's what we're doing, you know, reconstructing something. And the interesting thing about reconstructing things is most of the time, and they've even showed this in psychology and with like witness testimonials and things like that, most people can't remember shit. It is completely all over the place. So on one day they'll say, yeah, he had blonde hair, blue jacket. Absolutely. 3 months later, ask them, can you remember that guy? What was you know that you reported? What did he look like? Yeah, I think he had brown hair and a black jacket or something, you know. And then that's the new reality. And in your mind, what are you remembering? The black fucking jacket. We never existed.
Yeah. It's funny, like all
not
the
even
people that
just a
have,
fragment. It's just not even real.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's funny, all the people I've been quick to already judge them as either lying to me or they're losing their mind. Like they'll be like, "You were there and you did this," and then I'm thinking, "Well, maybe I was," and maybe the timeline they were on, that version, or there was a version of me that was there, but it's like like I got a friend, he's telling me this story, and I'm like, I never did that. And he looks at me, giving me details that seems like he's being truthful, but you know, I'm quick to thinking this guy's losing his mind or he's mixing me with somebody else. Yeah.
But
It's a crazy concept
this gets into
to
the
take in, you
Mandela
know,
effect.
for most people, you know.
Yeah. This gets into the Mandela effect, which if you haven't
Yes.
researched that, then please do,
Yeah.
people, because it's very interesting and very trippy, but it speaks to this ability. And I think that's what's happening. Like we were talking earlier, weren't we? You know, I was saying nothing's solid, you know, and this is the same thing. It shows us that as we change, we can't still be the victim. If we have a traumatic history and we keep clinging to it, we'll never heal. But what also happens is when we do heal, when we think back on it, it feels completely different, you know, because we're not that person anymore. Even though like we might talk about like the inner child and stuff like that, that's a way of kind of giving a sense on how we can incrementally kind of resolve these things, you know, within ourselves. And it's an ongoing process, isn't it? You know, like what we define will become what, you know, our limits. So, you know, I really try to have no definitions as much as I can. Look at all of the judgments that I have, even you know, like it's really easy to get upset about politics at the moment. You know, there's a lot of crazy going on in the world, but at the same time, that they're playing a role, part of this whole performance. You know, and when I tapped into the depth of really what is key for each and every one of us to do, the only answer that I really could come back with that felt honest and true was to be fully ourselves. Mm-hmm. That's it. There's no expectation from the universe to be good. That's just a concept. You know, like Donald Trump being Donald Trump in the most heinous and awful way he's doing it is at the same time glorious because he is causing a fire in the people that need to now rise up and start loving each other a lot more, you know, looking at how we, you know, like, for example, 10 years ago, talking about a billionaire's tax was like, no one was talking about it. It was just like not going to happen. Whereas yesterday, Magami, I have his name wrong, but the first Muslim, the first immigrant person to ever be the mayor of New York, got elected yesterday, and he's a socialist. So we've got a socialist, Muslim, independent as well, who's just become like in control of the third largest economy in the world, which is New York.
Really? Wow.
So that is a direct response to the pain that Trump's causing. You see? Because it's obvious. In the past, you might have heard this socialist and thought, yeah, well, you know, I've got property. I'm not too sure about that. You know, I'll keep quiet. I won't vote for him. I'll maybe vote more centre. But now people are seeing people being dragged into, you know, places by ICE and all sorts of awful things happening. And they're seeing they can't afford their, you know, their health insurance. All of these basic things are being ripped away from them. And it's like, oh my God, we actually need a fundamental change to the way the world's being run. This kind of for-profit, just, you know, billionaire aspiration is completely toxic. It serves no one, you know. The only reason a billionaire can be a billionaire is because they've taken advantage of every single person in the transactional process. Because they've ended up with 99% more wealth than 1%. You know, yet we're living in a world where we celebrate this, but we're now finally seeing, unfortunately, you know, through a lot of pain and difficulty for a lot of people, you know, that actually this isn't the way forward. You know, it's not about this endless success, because where does it end? A billion? A trillion? A quadrillion? What's it all mean? Do you know what I mean? What's it all mean? Who gives the fuck?
Yeah.
You just need enough to get on with life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just looking at Elon Musk is plane he was taking, and the route that he goes, it's off GPS and everything. And I'm thinking, why is this guy so discreet? But he's got 14 kids, so the downfall is, you know, like for him, $1 million is nothing. But if they get a hold of one of those kids and hold them hostage,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's got them well protected. He's got them guarded. And I was like, well, that's got to be, you know, that's got to be confining in itself, you know, to have to be having guards around you all the time, and everybody knows what they know what you're doing, but nobody else, you know, supposedly does, because it could be a threat to their life, and somebody easily, you know, wanting to claim $1 million out of your pocket, which again to him would be nothing, but the secure money he puts into the security for them, and just the plane that he takes, which is really fast. I heard that alone is more than he would have to pay probably if somebody did actually, you know, take one of his kids for hostage, for God forbid.
That's another funny thing I heard, which was that obviously when this socialist was running in New York, all the billionaires were shitting themselves, as you can imagine. They're like, oh my God, you know, we don't want this. So they started paying millions, like hundreds of thousands of pounds for, you know, slander campaigns and all this type of rubbish. And what the guy turned around to say, and I think it's a completely valid thing, Amazon have been seen doing this as well, is they'll actually spend more money on defending themselves and defending their way of doing things than it would have cost just to make the change.
Right.
You know, like the guy was saying, it's like we're looking at 1% on a billion. You know, it's like, and you're spending hundreds of millions on trying to stop me. It's like, you've done the maths wrong, guys. You know?
Right.
Just do the maths. You'll save loads of money. But but that's the thing. It's not about money. It's about control. It's about power. You know, it's about their status and all this.
Yeah, that's what they say. Money's just a tool to get that, but it's about the actual control and power. Yeah.
So, you know, but like you said, is that really power? Is that, you know, like feeling that your children could be taken from you at any point, feeling that you have to spend large amounts just to protect them? They can't necessarily go to a park for a walk and get pissed with their friends or have a cheeky stoner day out. It's like, Jesus Christ, like, you know, just what are you gonna do? Just sit around in your overpriced house staring at big screens all the time?
Yeah, right.
That's not freedom. That's not life, you know. So I think there's in reality transurfing, the quantum physicist, he talks about these things called balancing forces, and I think that's exactly what these things are. Same with Trump. So as Trump comes up, it appears that, you know, we're having this overtaking authoritarian kind of vibe, but then as he comes up, the balancing forces are going to essentially support everything else that's around. So it's not, you know, just one way. To some degree, obviously, horrendous things happen all the time. You know, this isn't a place for just happiness. This is a place for us to experience everything that's possible. And each soul, I think this is something that I took away from an Esther Hicks talk that I felt was really potent. Someone was saying, like, how do you sit with that when you imagine, for example, kids starving in Gaza or something like that? And it's like, she came back and she was like, why would you try and take their lessons from them? They'll just have to do them again. This is not a lesson because they're being told they've done something wrong. It's what their soul has asked for. So it's like,
interesting. Yeah.
You know, for us to kind of, it's like ethnocentric to, you know, don't get me wrong, compassion is definitely the way forward and we should love and support everyone and try and create a better world. But we shouldn't force it because, you know, like, it's like seasons, you know? You don't sit outside like in the winter all the time. You just don't do that. And that's, you know, winter's meant to be hard. It's meant to be a bit harsher. It's meant to be cold. That's why we have seasons.
Yeah, I've been thinking about my intention, like the place where I'm going to do the retreat. They're big on know what your intention is, and then I'm like thinking, well, I'd like to know why I came here, but then I'm thinking, how many people have asked that same question? And have you ever asked that question, or do you feel you may know the answer to that? Or, I mean, that's a tough question, isn't it?
Yeah,
But to
I've
know
asked
that
that.
answer can give you strength and some super ways because you know why you came here. You know.
When I ask that question, I get back to be the light and share the light.
Yeah.
You know?
That's about
so,
that's,
you know, obviously it's completely vague, you know. It could be about you know, suitable for everyone, but my dad calls me sunshine, and you know, that was a beautiful thing when he started calling me that. I felt really seen and held, and I didn't always have a great relationship with him, so, you know, to kind of hear such a lovely thing from him was really powerful. And it, you know, I just tap into that. Is it like, you know, I had some very specific experiences when I was a kid. I didn't grow up thinking like everybody else. So, you know, and that's why I can say, like, suffering's an essential part of waking up to our true self, because I had a lot of suffering when I was a kid, but through that, it's given me a clarity of thought and a depth which most people that I meet don't really have.
Yeah.
So I think that for me is my purpose, to share that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. It's funny how people's reality are so different. You can talk to somebody and you think your conversation, compared to their conversation, they should accept some of the things you're saying, but for them, it's like it could be totally opposite.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's and think about that. So that's a very subtle thing, isn't it? That kind of difference. Like I've had it where I was just talking about some stuff like this to some people who were a bit more normal, and they looked at me like I was mad, and they were like, "Oh, this is quite deep," And it's like, for me to enforce my lovely feeling view on them, as much as I think it might be lovely, embracing, gives freedom, it's empowering, for me to force that on that person would to take away their journey that they need at the level where they are. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be a huge difference. They don't have to be a starving child. They could just be a person that doesn't give a fuck about spirituality.
Right.
And that's completely legitimate. They are literally going to get everything they need just by following their very specific path. We're all here because this is the level of where we're at. And that doesn't mean we're extra special or anything. It's just that we've all radiated together because we are all sensing a similar sense of the kind of expansiveness of reality and a desire to explore that,
Yeah, exactly.
So, when you can compare just something simple like the authority someone has just to make their own spiritual or non-spiritual choices, that can easily be applied to more extreme situations, at which point you realize that all the suffering that's happening, as awful as it is, and as much as we should do everything we can to always support the best outcomes we can get, it is actually required. I was a selfish person before Vic got ill. I really was. I didn't do anything. I wasn't supporting myself properly. I wasn't supporting Vic properly. I was just a bit of a lazy, guy. And then once Vic got ill and I became a full-time carer, it's like I do everything now. I make all the food, I do all the cleaning, I do all the washing, I do everything. And I've never felt more empowered. Yet, seeing my partner suffer is like the worst thing ever, But at the same time, it's made me a better person.
Right. The yin and the yang, huh? The yin and the yang there.
Always have a little bit of each in other, don't they?
Yeah. The pendulum. Yeah. Yeah. You know what the pendulum is, right?
Yeah. Is that from reality transurfing pendulum or
the metal balls?
Oh yeah. Those was
whatever positive action or thing you have happen has an equal negative action to it. And in other words, like if you give excitement for something, you're going to a party and you give excitement to that, that can have an equally negative effect too. The fact that you're giving into the emotion for that, the fact that you open yourself up to feel that emotion, which may be something that feels good for you, but if it happens in the opposite direction with the same amount of effort, so the harder you throw the ball, the harder you get on the negative side of the balls. So you have the balls in the middle, and then you got the negative side and the positive. So the harder you throw on the positive to put emotion toward this person you're going to marry or whatever, the the outcome could be that could also happen because you decide to give in that emotion can be the negative side of that. That's
Yeah.
what they mean by the pendulum. Yeah, yeah. Every equally positive action can have an equal negative reaction going in the same direction, going in the opposite direction.
And I think this is why
Center.
finding out our vibration on specific things is important, especially if we want to infuse something with our energy, because, you know, Esther Hicks says every stick has two ends to it. So you pick up the money stick, it's going to remind you of the money you want, but also the money you don't have. You know? And
Right.
depending on your momentum, which I was talking about earlier, you know, that kind of rolling ball, that wheel, if your momentum's running fast, you'll go for the highest thoughts. So it was like you pick up the money stick, you will be thinking about the money. Like, you know, receiving it, how great it feels, loveliness. And I believe that will create outcomes that are in alignment with that. But at the same time, if you do the same process, but your momentum is slower, then you're going to pick up the stick and you're going to instantly get very sticky, because it's going to be all of the things that you don't want. And that may have, well, it will, because you're at a slower vibration, it will have all of the worries and concerns. So, you know, I think it's about, again, being present with where you are. And then if you're going to do a practice like that, make sure you're actually at a vibrational frequency that's fast enough so you're not, you know, you'll know it instantly. Because if you don't feel light and open, stop thinking about it. You know, don't go there, don't push it, don't try. You know, this idea of going, I've got no money, right, I'm going to write down, I have money, I am money, I am wealthy, but put it on my wall, remind myself every single day of it. Do not fucking do that. That will not help. You'll remind yourself every morning as soon as you wake up, oh, it's not happened yet. You know?
Yeah. All right.
How do you think that's going to make you feel? Do you know what I mean? Like, what stick is that? It's not a good stick to pick up, is it? You know,
right.
It's better to forget about it, think about something else, find something that's easy and joyous, work on that, get the fast-moving momentum, and then the rest will just join in anyway.
Yeah. For me, I find time moves faster to not be focused on that stuff. It moves easier. Like sometimes I'll be I'll get excited about gambling or watching the stock market, you know, and I'm like, oh, it's not 9:30 yet, man, so I can check the stocks, what's going on. And how come it's not 9:30 yet, you know? And then when it's no longer, you know, something I allow to be my excitement, be my highest excitement, then it seems like time seems to flow easier and faster.
Because there's subtleties, isn't there, in that excitement, which is the kind of tension of going, oh, you know, I hope something good's going to happen, and I hope something bad isn't going to happen, you know.
Right.
You know, whereas actually I found that if I put money into investments or stocks and then I forget about it for 2 years, and then I'll randomly think, hang on a minute, didn't I put something somewhere? And I have a look, boom, wow,
2 years later, right? Yeah,
you know,
right.
It's because you can't.
Yeah, I've
can't
lost a few times
focus
with
your
the
way
excitement.
there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
just watching, oh, it's gonna go down and get it like, and then 2 months later I'm pulling out, and then it ends out going back up, you know, 6 months.
Yeah, that's it.
It's crazy. Yeah.
The stock market is a potent way of showing you how resolved you can be, you know. because very quickly, like, you know, I at one point I got into crypto and, you know, stocks and things, and I was setting alarms for 4 o'clock in the morning to wake up to,
Yeah,
you
been
know,
there. Yeah.
just like put 10K on and
Yeah.
then watch it drop to the bottom,
Right.
put 10K in, go up top, sell it again, and literally like make £1,000 in one transaction.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, when you're doing that and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and you're doing that on a daily basis or whatever, it's not good for you. It does not feel good.
Yeah.
Your nervous system does not feel good.
Yeah, I find it consumes my thoughts. I'll be in a conversation with somebody and I'll be like looking at my phone at the same time, more concerned about what's going on with the stock market or Bitcoin in the next 2 hours. You know?
Yeah. I started dreaming in the red and green, and I was just like, as soon as I started seeing red and green in my dreams, like the ticker thing, I was just like, Matt, it's time to get out.
Yeah,
it's infected me. You know,
yeah.
It's like, so it's good. You know, I think all these things are helpful for kind of, you know, like if you get, you know, if you make money out of it, happy days, well done. But it's like all things in life, isn't it? We don't want to give too much of our power away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, money can be made, you know, like that. You can find it, you can win it,
like
all
that,
sorts of ways. But time, nah. Attention, nah. You know?
Yeah.
I asked myself the question, Matt, if you look back at yourself when you were dead, if you died in a week and you spent this week staring at green and red dots going up and down the screen, would you feel like you lived your life purpose? No.
Right. Probably not, right?
It was such a clear answer. It was like, no, Matt, you really won't. You know, you wouldn't be happy, would you? You can imagine if you were dead and if you could like visit yourself, you know, like no time kind of thing, but you just came back to yourself, you'd be there going, get off the screen, go and hug your partner. You know? Go outside, jump in the lake, see some animals, like fuck. You know, take some psychedelics, whatever. Just don't stare at a line going up and down. You know.
Yeah.
It's it's a potent little journey, isn't it, brother? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gotten interesting last couple years.
Oh, guys, it's 10:15. Wow.
Yeah. It's about dinner time over here. So.
Oh, lovely chatting to you, Max.
Yeah, what's that?
A lovely chatting to you, brother.
Yes, sir. You too. Been a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Yeah, I love your questions.
Get you some rest.
And thank you, everybody. I can see you all there. Jasmine, lovely for these discussions. Empress, Aquia, Amy, Julia. Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for being part of this. The site will continue to grow. I have lots to do. And I will just keep a lookout on school and different things. And when it's all ready, we'll have some more games and we'll have like a proper kind of, you know, once a week kind of thing, build some real energy behind it. So yeah, we'll have some exciting times ahead. So much love, peace and blessings. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.